Okay, so good morning. So how is the week? How did it go for you?
I feel
Or
like
2 weeks.
yeah, it's funny because I watched it, the video. Liang, am I saying her name right?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, sounds good.
But I watched it immediately when you sent it to me, watched it several times, digested kind of, and then thinking about it. And then this week, I've really been working on it daily, watching it daily. And I was watching it with my daughter sitting next to me, and I was like, she's moving so quickly. I feel like there's so much information that she wants to share. And a full disclosure, I cheated.
Yeah.
Because I slowed it down a little.
Good for you. This is a learning process. This is not a test.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that you could do that.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I can slow this down.
Yeah.
Oh, now I know more of what she's saying. I just feel like it was so dense, packed with thoughts and feelings and information. I struggled. I feel like real time, I struggled to get all of that out.
Absolutely.
Because I felt like way back here, and I'm just like constantly trying to catch up, but I can't get everything. But then I feel like I missed things when I didn't get everything.
Right. Remember, we talk about clarity versus accuracy?
Right.
So that's why I picked this. This is a natural occurrence. This will happen. So this is where the interpretation, the interpret becomes part of the job. You have to pick. Yeah. You have to prioritize. You can only move your mouth so quick.
Yeah.
And so it's the clarity. So I love that you had that experience. Part of it is because it's it's more formal. It's her presentation.
Yes. And also, like, there's a full transcript, and I was like, I am not going to read that.
Love it.
I didn't do that because I wanted my work to be real and authentic. Do you know what I mean?
Right. I love that. And I also think you're at a place in your work that you don't need to read the transcript.
Well, I don't know about
10 years ago, you couldn't have gotten 10% of it, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So you would have had to read the transcript to match up what even you were seeing.
Sure.
So I support the slowing it down. And I vehemently say you don't need to read the transcript. I mean, you could read after you're all done and think, oh, that's the thing I didn't even see, which is great. But bravo.
I'm kind of almost afraid to read the transcript, to be honest. If I'm being honest, I'm just like, I don't know if I want to destroy my inner worth, any shred of it that I have left,
Remember, clarity, not accuracy. You can't do 100%. It's a living language. It's a living experience. It's communication. You know, how many times do we say something to somebody and they totally misunderstand what we were saying?
Yeah, well, that's the story of my life.
Is it?
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's when we're in the same language, right?
Yeah.
So, cool.
And I felt too, like, I guess to go along with that, I feel like I knew, even when I slowed it down, I'm like, okay, I know what she's signing, but I'm struggling with what she's saying.
Okay, gotcha. That's terrific.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's perfect. That's a very good place for us to talk about. And that's the kind of thing that this is designed for. Okay. All right. Show me what you got and stop it as soon as you have questions.
Okay. And just so you know, I also I'm like, okay, my strategy was I practiced all week. And I'm like, this morning I'll do a couple of recordings because it's like practicing all week. I'm like, that's all I can't make this any better. I feel like I can't make it so.
Be real, not perfect.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that.
That's my sticker I have right here on my computer. Be real, not perfect.
Okay,
I can't see it, but
I love that sticker. How do I share my? Oh, right here, share. Okay.
Is your daughter the one who knew how to slow it down?
Yes.
Oh, they smart.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, thanks, Molly. This is great.
Really, they are so darn smart. We were on a call yesterday. I was doing a job and the mom couldn't get her phone to see gallery view. So every time the teacher would start talking, she couldn't see me. And so finally, the teacher's like calling the name of the child that lives in the house. Can you come? It's great.
I know. Hey, though they come in handy,
Yeah.
you know, young ones, they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. This is what I got.
And stop me when you have a question.
Okay.
You're in charge.
Okay. Giving a visual explanation. I'm a deaf person with long dark hair. I have some lighter pieces of hair in the front. I wear glasses and I have on a gold necklace. And I'm sitting in front of a blue background.
Very nice.
I've noticed that a lot of people are posting responses to Jordan Wright's article in RID views. And upon reading it, I was totally disgusted. The behavior that portrayed in that article was portrayed as awful, but the behavior of writing that article is crossing a sticky ethical line.
Nice.
I don't know if that's right, if that's wrong. I just feel like it's so dense and packed. I'm just trying to keep up. I don't know.
I love the sticky ethical line. I think there's myriad ways you could say it.
Yes.
And I think that's often true.
Yes.
Because this sign that she's using, what does
Right.
that mean? So that's boundaries. So
Okay.
it's the sign boundaries,
Right.
but she's using it as a verb, like moving the boundaries. So you captured, you could have said professional, you could have said all kinds of stuff. So I think that conveys.
Okay. Yeah, because the glossing, boy, did I struggle with that in
Mhm.
this piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just want to add, look at her face now.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons this is so dense is because of what she's feeling.
Yeah. For sure. She has a lot to say and understandable,
Absolutely. And anybody, when they're upset, it's coming out fast and furious.
Yeah, you got that right.
Cool. Okay. Let's go.
All right. Those meetings and conferences are not meant to be some sort of lab. And as people who have different identity, there's been a history of vulnerability at those conferences. We are not to be used as some sort of data. It was nervy of the staff members to profess to support us.
Nice word. Nervy.
But yet they're using us as research without letting us know at all what they're doing. That is not at all ethically appropriate.
Nice.
I don't know. Do I keep going?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you? Any
Okay.
questions about that?
I mean, I mean, my question is what exactly, I want the full transcript, but in reality, that's not real life. So
Right.
just
Right.
deal with it, Jillian.
So big picture.
Yeah.
Give me the bullet points. What's she saying?
Big picture, it was like a total diss
Yeah,
to
good.
BIPOC interpreters
Good.
at the RED conference. They felt unseen. They felt unheard.
Okay.
And then to make them be portrayed as the ones who are accountable for
They're-
such behavior,
Right.
when the behavior portrayed in the article, or just the article itself, is just a total betrayal of them being included even
Right.
in that profession. They feel more excluded and totally disconnected.
Yes.
And just like they're put on this arena and on this stage for everybody to see, and you left out all of this context and all of this information. You didn't
Very
include
good.
any of it.
Very good.
And then you're making us look like the bad guy.
I think a really good word here to play with is mischaracterize,
Wow. Okay.
because I think it's a very professional, as we used to say, 25-cent word, but it does explain what her opinion is about this guy. Because when you read this article that this guy wrote, you know, you think, and then when you see this, you go, yeah.
Right. Like all of that was just.
Yeah, right.
I love her. I'm learning a lot from her.
Good. That's
Like
the purpose.
I love that she just does this. And here you go, everybody.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Very vulnerable.
I'm
Good.
learning. I love her. Yeah, it's super cool.
Her use of ASL is very organic. This is a native signer. This is where this thing that stops us to do ASL to English interpreting well is sometimes we have this mistaken belief, we have mischaracterized that we can learn every sign. And when we learn every sign, then we can, do ASL to English interpreting.
Yes.
But you can never learn every sign. We can never, because it's organic. So when she does things that you've never seen that sign used in that way, but it makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Then we have to have the vocabulary to match it.
Yeah, and that's where I really struggle.
Okay, so that's our next step then.
Yeah.
We have isolated that. We know what that is now.
Yeah.
And I've got a couple of tricks we can talk about at the end.
Okay.
Let's watch some more.
Okay.
It's as if they used our behavior as proof for their article, our behavior at the conference. And if I'm being honest, I already felt disconnected from RID, but even more so now after they published that article.
Nice. Because it was they that published
As
it.
BIPOC interpreters, we felt left out of the conference. It totally disconnected.
Could you stop just a second?
Yes.
Now that we know we're gonna play with your vocabulary.
Sure.
There's another word I want to suggest: marginalized.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Disconnected is fine, but she is using this concept frequently. So we want to get another few tools in our toolbox to use.
Yeah. That sounds great.
And because of this topic, that is a very good match for this woman.
Sure. You may keep going, play.
Yeah, please.
They used a word, disruptor.
Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
An article said that person, who happened to be me, by the way,
It was her, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
was disrupting the conference. In reality, BIPOC interpreters were at the conference. We weren't involved. And I said, hey, we're at this conference. So I politely interrupted. They said that my behavior for saying that was unacceptable, but they left out a lot of the content and information.
There's
There's
a little chunk that's missing about token.
I forgot. You know what? And it's funny because when I slowed it down the first time, I was like, I felt as if you had your token group of interpreters. I got the token, but I forgot it.
No problem. Again, that's, sometimes it can't be accurate because you're going for clarity. When did you read the article by him that she's responding to?
I did.
Yeah, good, because she asked for an interpreter who was of similar culture.
Correct.
And was turned down.
Oh, was she? Okay.
And so, so that's part of the beef.
I see. Right. Because I thought, was the article about, because I know that article was like pages long.
Pages.
And the main thought, the thing that I got understood from the article was that he was saying that they were saying we only want the conference done in ASL. We don't want any voice interpreting done because the language of RID is ASL. Understandably so. I forgot the part. Yeah. I read the article when you first sent it to me. I forgot the part about.
No problem. It's very dense and the situation is very complicated.
Yes.
So she wanted somebody who was of like culture to be up there. And he wasn't willing to do that and labeled her behavior as unprofessional, that they would switch out and have somebody else be on stage when they didn't have the prep material and all that kind of stuff because of her need to have somebody BIPOC.
Right.
And so she has that whole concept of token in there.
Yes.
To just, they're talking about that.
Right. And it's like you said, I left it out.
We could work on that piece.
Right.
Because I don't get it all either. I'd have to look at it with you. 5 seconds by 5 seconds to get all that with you.
I'm just glad I know how to slow it down.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is very deep ASL to me, very.
Which is good. And formal.
Like you said, organic.
Yeah. Formal. Excellent. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
You're doing good.
Research that they used left out all the context of what happened at that conference. They didn't mention anything about me being a BIPOC deaf interpreter. They didn't include any of that in the article. They left all of it out. We were excluded.
I'm just heads up. I struggled with this. Was tough for me.
Okay. And there is something within this piece that she's using that's very hard for us. I'm going to label it non-codas to understand. And it's a concept called pronominalization. Yeah, it's a 25-cent word again, but it's where other entities, other people or things are referred to that very quickly within the organic conversation. So she is not alone in this. She has referred twice to, and she only uses, honest to goodness, Jillian, it's this. That's it. And then she spells BIPOC.
Right.
She is saying, other BIPOC interpreters agreed with me.
Yes.
Who were there with me.
Right.
So she's not alone. Right. So that pronominalization is something that's very hard for us to notice because it happens on a dime.
Right.
And it sometimes shifts, what I think of it as shifts who's in the room.
What was that again?
Shifts who's in the room.
Oh, shifts who's in the room. Okay.
Yeah. So, in this piece, it looks like her and the guy, if you were going to imagine.
Right.
That. But she's including other people in there too.
Right.
So it's just really hard for us to notice. It's so subtle.
It's packed. And it's funny because because in other previous practices, as I was practicing all week, I was like, us as a group, as BIPOC interpreters, we all felt the same way.
Right.
So, but doing this now, it's like, I know all the chunks, but like all of them are just kind of like.
Well, you're working on the transitions.
Yeah, because I'm just.
It's not this. It's not that. I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay.
It's the this.
Yeah, true. Yeah, okay.
Okay? Because really, I'm not going to let you be that hard on yourself. I'm not, because that's not accurate.
That's why I love you, Donna. That's why I love you so much.
Well, you could not do this in any way, shape, or form 10 years ago, right?
No.
Okay, so remember that, please.
Okay,
that's what this is about.
Okay.
And I'm not just saying that because there's a camera on, because that is what this is about.
Okay.
Okay, let's watch the rest of it.
All right.
We felt betrayed because the supposed research in that article was not what really happened at that conference.
And stop just for a second. This is misunderstood.
Yeah.
In such a beautifully organic way, because the sign is misunderstood, and then misconstrued, you could say, any of that.
Okay.
And I'm stopping. Shouldn't have stopped it. Sorry.
Oh no. That's awesome.
The person who wrote that article doesn't even know me, doesn't know my work experience, doesn't know my history, but yet you decided to prejudge me without even knowing me. Your research is systemic, and it stems from years of oppression. True research, real research, is being involved in a community and documenting those shared experiences. But to put that accountability on us as BIPOC interpreters not right. My experience comes from living.
Good.
And as BIPOC interpreters, we cherish the history that we have and our life experiences. That is honest, real research. You do not need a PhD to figure that out. Life experience has been my teacher.
That's right.
My understanding is that this is a systemic oppression. And this kind of flawed research has causes damage to particular communities.
There you go, marginalized.
The same experience rang true with Margaret Mead in the 20s. She was a very famous researcher. People looked up to her, but it wasn't until many years later did people realize that the information that her research on a particular community was flawed. And
I don't know if that's what she was getting at. I struggle to understand. Did she mean Margaret Mead? Like, great, you did research, but you got it wrong.
Yeah, it was misconstrued.
Okay.
People misconstrued her research, or her research was biased because she was a white person.
That's right, because she finger spells bias and
Right.
she does this. Like,
Yes.
I forgot.
Bias.
Yeah.
It was her lens. She keeps using the word lens.
Yes.
And,
yes.
and another buzzword in this topic is lived experience.
Yeah.
You got it in there. You know, your work included living. I have lived this, but
Right.
the term of art is lived experience.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
And in the very beginning, she does a sign and then
Yeah.
responses. That's vlog.
Vlog.
Not blog, but vlog, a video.
Vlog.
There have been many vlogs. I forgot to say that.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Mhm.
I was going to ask you about that.
What is that?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Yes.
it looks a little like lens, but it's
Yeah.
it's posted.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
it was rather manipulated.
It gets a little murky.
Okay.
as
The end
last
always
couple-
does.
Heads up.
I have
Yeah, and this coming up, I don't know if I got this right, but
Okay. And you know
This is what I
this.
got. Pardon?
You know this.
Is this like disgruntled?
Yeah,
kind of?
it's
Just-
my feelings are not comfortable. Whatever
Right.
all those words are. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was
All right.
uncomfortable. It was weird. I had feelings of residue of feeling, all kinds of, you can apply
Right.
lots of stuff with it.
Okay.
I've been interviewed before about my experiences as a BIPOC interpreter. And
Right.
as a BIPOC deaf interpreter
By white
with autism
interviewers.
and
Did I get that right?
Yes, but by white interviewers.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
depression. And yes, it's awkward to discuss that, to be interviewed.
Nice.
But I shared my experiences. And the fact that the person who researched me, a white hearing interpreter, wanted to truly understand my experiences meant a lot.
I don't know if that's what she meant.
I'd have to see it again. But she's stressing that she wants to make sure she's understood.
Yes.
That how she presents it how she shares it will be how it's presented.
Yes.
So let's keep going. I'd have to watch
Okay.
that again.
And when that research was presented, it was as if my feelings were out on display in an arena, but they were represented fairly and honestly.
I'm starting to lose it here.
Yeah. Okay, let's stop now. That's great. That's great. This was a lot of hard work.
I watched it a lot. I really did.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this person justice. I can't, because I just, yeah.
And this is a vlog for us to use as practice.
For sure.
Because this is the kind of thing where, when people get ready to do a marathon,
Mhm.
they run and practice for a year or 6 months or whatever to get ready to run the marathon. They don't run the length of the marathon. They run past the length of the marathon.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Because
true.
that way when they get to the end, they're like, oh, I still have a little energy left.
Right.
This is past the end of your marathon.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. I mean, that's okay. But
Yeah.
this is information for you that, okay, so tomorrow they're going to call you and I want you to voice for this Asian American deaf woman or a black woman. I don't know what race she is, none of my business. And I'm going to hand you a microphone. You're going to be in front of 200 hearing people. You know to say, I'm not there yet.
Right. I was just going to say, denied.
Yeah. But
I'm staying in my lane. I'm not
that
there
is
now.
good information, but it doesn't mean that this can't help you get better. And
For sure.
down the road, you can say yes to this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say yes to this either. First of
Yeah.
all, because I'm a white girl.
Sure.
And
yeah.
it wouldn't be correct. I would give them a list of colleagues of mine who are in the BIPOC community.
Certainly.
It would not be appropriate for you and I. But even that said, this is really a good way to think of this as running further than your end line at the marathon.
Sure. Okay.
And it's great practice. Just like, you know, Adam Driver. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was really hard.
Yeah.
Again, but that's how we get better.
Right.
So I
That
love
makes
it.
sense.
And he worked hard. I love it. Tell me what you want to do next.
I feel like more voicing would be great.
Okay.
I mean, I'd love it someone else to voice.
Yeah.
I know that and it's funny because I was just thinking, what's our time at?
We got about 2 minutes.
Okay. I would love another voicing piece. And I was just thinking, like the pieces that you gave me in the past, like the deaf gentleman who teaches at that college.
Yeah.
I felt like watching him several times again, I could get most of what he was saying.
Nice.
This second piece with June, I'm like, she's a dream. She's like, but I felt like this was far more emotional, full of feeling and dense with just so many layers. And like you said, organic. This was like my hardest piece, I feel like, by far.
Okay. So what would you like next?
Another piece like this is good.
Okay.
Just
maybe a little lighter. Do you want a little lighter or do you like the emotion?
What do you think would be best?
Well, I need for you to feel like a win too.
Okay. All right. That sounds good.
So what I'm going to do is send you another example of kind of a vlog.
Yeah.
It's a person of color.
Okay.
And she's president of a national organization.
Okay.
Totally different kind of signer.
All right.
Like if you can read lips, you can.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Not that she's English, but
right.
I'm going to send you her, and
Fantastic.
I happen to love her, so
Okay.
I feel like I can take care of you. I can send you her.
Okay.
And
Sounds good to me.
I'm going to ask you this next week then to tape yourself cold doing her, and then work. That was not doable on this.
Sure.
But do that with her.
Okay.
All right. And then if you have the stomach for it, I'd love for you to go back and read the transcript of this.
Oh, of this.
Of this. And then we can talk about what it shows you.
Sure. Like if I have the stomach for like the
Knowing
emotional.
the gaps.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll do it.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna hurt.
And then we'll talk about that. And then we'll do Cheryl. I'll send you Cheryl.
Yeah, it's kind of be like this. Like, I don't know.
But you know what? Remember the marathon analogy.
Yeah.
If you could do a marathon the first day you put on your shoes,
Yeah.
you wouldn't need to do the marathon.
Yeah.
This is a hard thing. They say 10,000 hours of practice to master a skill. I mean, this is just, we don't practice enough. None of us practice enough.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. When would you like to do it? What's your 2 weeks?
2 weeks would be great.
Okay. I'm leaving for the conference on the 20th. So
Okay.
I have a lot of free time on the 18th and the 19th. So you pick when's good for you.
I'm working the 18th and the 19th.
Okay.
I work Tuesday through Thursday. Is that Monday the 17th?
No, that's fine. In the afternoon, I could do.
Okay. Sounds good.
You tell me what time. 3:30.
3 sounds good.
3 is great. Okay. And I'll send you Cheryl
Okay.
as soon as we hang up. Good job.
Okay.
Good work.
That sounds great. Thank you so much, Donna. Thanks for
you.
your support.
Oh, absolutely. Good work. Hard work and good work.
Thank you.
Read that transcript. Read that.
Okay.
Okay, bye, dear. I'm going to read it too. I'm going to read it too.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.